Hello there. So, oh my god, didn't I feel creative? So I filmed these yesterday as to whether I'm then going to, I think I will upload the video today. I will. So I just felt creative yesterday. The juices were flowing. So I thought I would do hello. Oh, Max is trying to climb onto my face. Hello, darling. Hi. Okay, cool. So I thought I would do some like showcases of one of my favourite glitter collections. So you might have recently seen that I did a little update and the Glitter Fairy is officially, yes, it's closing down. So as of the 31st of August, that's it, it's done, it's gone, bye. But it is being replaced, so I'm kind of doing what I always wanted to. Guys, when Mummy is voicing over, that is not the time to be playing right next to her face. Sorry, my puppies are being silly. So Miss Lucy's will start selling glitters, but like not even a tenth of what I sell at the moment. But my favourite mixes, and the mixes that are mine and are just some of my favourite, and you can get them nowhere else because they're mine, I made them. So I wanted to do a little showcase of some of my favourite ones, and we're starting off with, I'm going to rename the collection. I can't quite think of a name, so if you have any ideas, shout out now. I'm also aware I've been talking for almost 2 minutes and not even said anything about the nails I'm doing, but don't worry, I'll get into that in a minute. So this is from, it was originally the Halloween collection, and this was designed with Stacey Richardson, the fabulous Stacey Richardson. But I want to keep this all year round because these are some of my most all-time favourite mixes, so I might call it like the Gothic Delights collection or something like that. I don't know, it's a work in progress. But I'm using Dark Unicorn first of all, so I'm going to start talking about the actual nails. Ta-da! So I'm using my HD Pro Extreme forms, and I'm using Miss Elsa, my fabulous Miss Elsa, as always. And I have sculpted out a thin clear base for a stiletto. And then I've used a black acrylic, which is Bettie from HD Pro, and I've just applied that at the tip. Now you want to make sure that even down to the very thin tip there, you've got a nice amount of black on. And then I'm coming in with Dark Unicorn. This glitter. Oh my god. I haven't actually shown it on this video, so head on over to my Instagram because in the next week or so I will make sure that I get some videos on there of this. There's glow in the dark glitter in this. So there's glow in the dark stars in this, which I friggin' love, and it's kind of like a black, really holographic pink and purple glitter. So I really love it. It's like, you know, a dark and sexy sultry unicorn. So I'm just applying this at the cuticle area, and then I'm going to blend down. So I've got some glitter fades on this set. I mean, it has to be done, doesn't it? And I made sure I got a few. You can kind of see them just near the tip. There's like the clear stars. They're the glow in the dark ones. So they're going to look amazing. So I will make sure I get some videos and share that on Instagram, because I'm going to get this video uploaded before it goes dark again today. So it won't be in the video, soz. And then when I'm happy with all of the glitter placement and everything, I am then going to apply my clear, I was going to say clear top coat. No. So I'm now going to create the structure of this nail. So a lot of people, when they're doing extreme length, they think they need to do the world's largest apex and make it all really huge and bulky. You do not. No. It's a pet hate of mine to see like a really beautifully long nail, but then like the most whacking great apex that will actually unbalance the nail. So the apex isn't that different to the salon length nails I do, however, pay a lot of attention to the spine of the nail, especially in a stiletto. So you'll see that I focus a lot on the center of this nail, like running down the nail, because you want to make sure you've got a lot of strength there, and that's where a lot of the strength comes in these nails. So don't just keep piling on a huge apex. The apex is pretty much the same, but make sure you've got a nice strength along that spine. Do you see how I just run that acrylic down there? And I want to make sure I get really good structure along there. I'm going to take a breath now. It's been like 5 minutes of talking straight. Okay, so now we're on to the second nail. So again, I'm applying that thin clear base. You know, I do this all the time, even when I'm working on practice tips. I think it's good to, yes, oh my god. This dog pretty much likes to lie on my face. Not a body. So yes, clear base. So I always do a clear base. I think it's just really good practice, especially if you're doing a lot of stuff on practice tips. I always work as if I'm working on a real person, because then you get into the habit of always putting down that clear base. You get into the habit of always working kind of in the way you would on a person. Also, I always like to make that nice progression from the like natural nail to the sculpted nail. So I think when you have a nice clear base there, you can kind of blend that quite easily. Does that make sense? So I'm doing a really good job of not staying in shot and all blurring, getting my hand in the way. It's been a few months since I filmed videos, so bear with me. But I'm coming in again with that black acrylic. I do love a bit of Bettie. And the plan was to do a glitter fade with the superfine glitter. And instead of just putting the black on at the top and blending down, I kept going, am I gonna, I don't know. At first I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna do the glitter at the cuticle and blend down. But then I was like, no, I actually do want, as you can see, my brush was like, and then I was like, no, I do want black base, because I wanted black. And then I just wanted like a little swoosh of glitter over the top. So there's like a little bit extra glitter, but I didn't want it to be like just thick glitter. Am I making sense? You know, when you kind of just want to swoosh over the colour rather than this is all glitter bam. And because it was a super fine, I was like, if I have a black base underneath it, that will mean I'll get a better, like a more consistent colour between the two. So I'm then going to use a small bead of clear acrylic, and I'm going to pick up some of this gorgeous superfine, and this is a little black dress. Again, one of my favourites that has come over from the Glitter Fairy. This one hasn't been changed. This one has stayed exactly the same because it's just the most amazing black glitter you'll ever find in your life. It is just, I mean, it is the essence of gorgeous black sexy glitter. And when you see the end video, or if you've already seen this set of nails, I use it to do a textured unicorn horn. Oh my god, it's something else. So I'm just using this to do just like a simple fade. And then I'm going to cap this nail again in clear acrylic, really focusing on keeping that good structure and making sure I've got a nice amount of strength along that spine. And now we go on to the third nail. This isn't going to be very exciting. It's literally just a black nail because this is the one I'm going to do the 3D unicorn horn on. So I'm just going to apply that thin clear base, and then I'm going to do a full black nail and then cap in clear acrylic. So there isn't really much for me to say about this now. I feel you've seen this a few times already. So yeah, that's what you've all been up to. Do you know what? Isn't that like the worst question to be asking people at the moment? Hi, what you been up to? Sat in my house, like nothing. I know that, like, you haven't seen people for months and you're like, so excited to see you. And you're like, yeah, I've been doing absolutely nothing, like literally sat in my house. And am I the only one as well? I very much realised that the reason my house is always a mess is not because I don't have the time, it's because I genuinely do not like cleaning. Like, my house is as much of a mess as it has always been. I've got so much spare time. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to clean. I don't like it. I get no pleasure from it because 10 minutes after cleaning, the house is messy again. And I don't know how, because it is literally me, Ian, and the dogs. Like, that shouldn't make that much mess. Well, the dogs, Max still likes to destroy everything I love and hold dear. So, you know, that makes a mess. But yeah. It's weird having conversations with yourself, don't you know? I'm used to lives where you guys can chat back to me. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna let you finish watching me create this nail, and then we're gonna come back for the next nail. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Hi, she's back. So we're going to do the last nail now. So this I'm going to do very much like the pinky finger, but I'm going to do a purple tip rather than a black tip. So again, I'm applying that thin, clear base. So we know there's often people ask, like, why don't you do like the full set, like the 5 fingers when I'm doing these designs? First of all, I actually find the thumb really difficult to use on any practice hand because it's just really awkward holding the hand at that angle. And second of all, when I do sets, like the thumb will always be the same pretty much as what's going on on one of the other four fingers. So on this set, like the thumbs, I would either do as like unicorn horns or like the Swarovski nail, something like that. So I don't feel the need to kind of do the thumb as well. And the way I pose the hand at the end for images, I don't really need the thumbnail. So that's why you only get four fingers. I'm sorry, but you would literally just watch me doing one of these designs again for the thumb. So that's why. So I'm using this gorgeous purple, and this is Majestic from HD Pro. So again, I'm just making sure I'm getting a nice coverage. What I love about HD Pro acrylics is that they are so super highly pigmented. You don't have to do like really thick layers. You can get a nice amount of coverage really easily with very little acrylic. And I'm pretty sure I read recently that she now ships to America. Check that. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that was on one of my mailing lists. Not one of my mailing lists, one of the emails she sent out recently. So if you're an American, you've been waiting for HD Pro, get involved. So I finished applying that Majestic, and then I'm just going to come in again with Glitter Heart, and I'm going to place it around the cuticle area and then blend down. And then when I'm happy with that, I'm going to cap the nail in clear acrylic, making sure that it's got really good strength and structure, and making sure that I'm really focusing on that spine. And when they're all done, I'm then filing them into shape. Now, I'm not going to show the filing with these. Oh my god, filing on the practice hand is quite difficult. I'm not going to lie, because I use the nails that can slide in and out. So a lot of the time I just take them off and file. You've all seen me file nails now. If you're desperate to see an updated video of my filing routine, let me know. But there is a link in the description below for my filing routine anyway. And that is pretty much the same for every single shape size now. So I'm then going to come in and I'm going to create my 3D unicorn horn. So on the full black now, I'm just going to come in with, this is Akzentz Trinity, so basically a hard gel that is clear. I don't use hard gel enough to say, you know, this is amazing, this is the best hard gel, you know, I use it just for artwork, and I like this one, but I tend to literally just go, oh, I need a new clear gel. Who am I ordering from? What gel can I get? Kind of thing. So I am not the girl to ask about what is your favorite hard gel. Sorry. So I'm just going to put, I think I did about 6 swirls across the nail. So you want to add a bit, you don't want them to be just straight lines across the nail, but then you don't want them to be too wibbly wobbly. So you want to add just the right amount of movement, and I don't want to make these too thick. I just want to do this is kind of like the guide. So I'm just gonna go work up the nail, and as you can see, like almost like a very soft relaxed S across the nail and up. And the final spiral, I do kind of want to get round and back up, so get a really nice amount of movement in that. And then once I'm happy with all of these, I am then going to cure this in my LED light, and I'm going to cure this for a full 60 seconds, but I just want to make sure that I'm really happy with, you know, that they're all a nice even thickness and that they all kind of blend nicely before then popping in my lamp. So once that base layer is set, I'm then going to come in and create more of the shape to these. So I am coming in with a bigger bead of clear acrylic, and I'm only going to do 3 at a time because I don't want this gel, bigger bead of clear acrylic? Bigger bead of gel, come on Lucy. And I'm going to do 3 lines at a time because I don't want them to move too much, and because I'm using quite a thick bead and I'm getting quite a big shape from these. If I tried to do all 6 in one go, I think by the time I'd got to the last one, the first one would have started spreading a little. So you can do this basically as much as you like. It depends how prominent and pronounced you want your unicorn horn to be. So if you want a nice subtle one, you could have just done like the first layer and then you could have gone from there. I wanted to get a second layer in. I just wanted them to be a little thicker, a little more pronounced, but you could keep going and make this as extreme as you like. I've then cured those first 3 and then I'm going to add a little bit to the last 3 before I then cure in my lamp. And you can see as I'm moving it around, you can see like the shape of these and how much I've added. Again, if you want them bigger, go bigger. point to add with the end, always make sure that you taper off the ends of these, like the line swirls. And you want to make sure that on the tip of the unicorn horn, you never want to have like a big bulky chunk. So you want to make sure it smoothly transitions into that tip so that it still looks like, you know, quite a sharp unicorn horn. I'm then going to come in with my top gloss, and I'm going to make sure I cover the entire nail. So you can see I kind of go sideways because I want to make sure I'm covering all of that the 3D work, because that isn't tack free. So you want to make sure that you cover all of that because this top coat is tack free, and you want to make sure you get into all the little nooks and crannies in between too, especially when you're texturing. Another fabulous thing to do with these unicorns horns is to use like a chameleon pigment or a chrome pigment. I think they always look amazing. And then once I've applied the top coat, I'm coming in and I'm using my cuticle pusher just to pick up some of that gorgeous little black dress acrylic and just sprinkle it in. Now this is the uncured top coat because obviously you want to cure it, and that will cure the glitter in place. If you want to make a mess like I did, my god, I would encourage you putting down a glitter tray so that you can save some of this glitter, because I really went for it there. And always make sure, especially designs like this, that you look at it from every angle and you can actually see the little gaps along here where the glitter hadn't fallen. So you want to make sure that you get the glitter all in. And then just tap off any excess and then pop that in your light. And then once that is cured, I always do a double cure for any textured work. I'm then going to use my little brush and brush off any excess. And this, oh my god. You know, you have an idea in your head and you're like, oh, that'll look cute. And then you finish it and you're like, oh man, that looks more than cute. I love it. I'm so in love with this unicorn horn. So then we're going to go on to the ring finger, and I created just a really simple Swarovski design. So I'm using some silver shade flatbacks, and I used the teardrop, raindrop, I forget which one it is. I've got a large crystal AB, and then I've got two small silver shade. Now one of these did not want to stay put. So I play around with that for about half an hour, trying to get that to stay in place, and then just add a few more flatbacks around the cuticle area. And then when I'm happy with that design, I'm then going to come in with my top coat. So I'm going to make sure I'm going up against all of those crystals so that they're all going to stay in place. And then you can see just that little bit of shimmer underneath from that little black dress glitter embedded there too. And then I'm going to use some Swarovski Crystal Pixie as well, just to add another little dimension to this nail. So I can't remember what this Crystal Pixie is called. It's the one which is like silver shade grey. So it's not the Crystal AB one. It's the kind of like grey one. And then I'm just using my cuticle brusher and I'm just picking up little bits of Crystal Pixie and I'm just randomly sprinkling them in the top coat because I want it to cure into the top coat. But I'm not looking for like full Crystal Pixie coverage. I just want like a few little speckles here and there. And then when I'm happy with where they are, I'm just going to pop that in the lamp and I'm going to cure that. And then it's time to do the other nails. So because these are just glitter fades, I'm just applying my top gloss and then I'm going to cure in the lamp. And you can see this glitter in all of its gorgeous glory. It's a fantastic mix of satin, metallic, holographic. It's got a little bit of everything going on in there. Oh, this is one of my all-time favourite glitters. I just love it. And then when it's all cured and finished, there you go. So I went for dark unicorn. Anyone who's seen the film Legend with a very, very young Tom Cruise and Tim Curry, are these not the nails that Dark Lily would have worn when she's dancing? Yeah, they are. I'm obsessed with them. I love these nails. I definitely think this was a good set to do to try and remind myself that I enjoy nails and can do nail art and make pretty nails. You know, it's not the most difficult artwork I've done here, but it's nice to remind myself I can actually still do the extreme shapes and get good structure. And you know, this is quite a simple design that would translate easily into salon work and still be really impressive. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!